Now I'm recording. Okay, so in our last meetings, we've talked about employment and the requirements of state assistance, which include maintaining employment, attending work assistance classes once a week, and attending the parenting alone support group once a week. What has your experience been like attending the meetings? Has there been any issues?
Yeah, so I obviously I have two kids and they're pretty young. I don't feel comfortable leaving them alone. And my
Okay.
roommate isn't like the best. And I have a problem with being able to maintain my work schedule, have time for the kids, and still make these meetings.
Yeah.
It's something I would really like to work on. I don't have the best job and I'm struggling to make ends meet consistently.
Okay.
And it's just something that I don't find incredibly easy.
Okay. Um, is there anything you need help with?
Well, I've really been thinking about going back to school, but I've never been great at it. I know if I go, I have a better opportunity, more opportunities, and like better chances to give my kids a better life, and to not only give them a better life, give them more time for me, and give them the best of the best things they deserve. And I was just wondering if there's anything you can help me with, like how to reach that goal, or like, is there any assistance that I can get for that, or anything like that?
In community colleges and universities in this area, there are some uh, resources that can help you get up to par with your math and reading. And so, because I know you had some trouble in high school and then you received your diploma in an
Mm-hmm.
alternative high school, so the resources there might not have been great. So those resources at the community college should help you get to the level where you need to be at.
Right. So another problem with that comes up is I don't have the money. I don't have the funds to do that.
Hmm.
Right. I can't be able to work to make ends meet while also doing everything government assistance requires of me. Is there
Yeah.
like any way I can like work with that, or anything I can do to like get around that, I guess?
Yeah, there should be like some vouchers you could get to do the programs, and then um, I guess you could do the classes or attend the meetings whenever you have time to do it, and
Mm-hmm.
maybe ask some help from your roommate or maybe a relative so they can watch your kids.
Right. Well, my problem with the relative thing is
Yeah.
I don't really have a good relationship. I was taken from my mom, we've had this
Mhm.
conversation. I was taken from my mom when I was younger. She wasn't the best. It wasn't a safe environment. She
Yeah.
did drugs. She sold drugs. It wasn't good for either of us. So far, the only person I really have in my corner is my roommate. And even at that, they're not the best.
Hmm.
I have items go missing. I have money go missing. My kids are occasionally, not looked after the way they should be. And it's really a problem that I've been dealing with. And I don't really know what to do in that situation.
Yeah. Um, I think there should be some extracurriculars that uh, that your kids might want to get into, or maybe some boys and girls club that they could get into. So you could have some time to like do your classes and study while they're away.
Right. Okay.
Or maybe ask around in your parenting alone group or in your work assistance group if they have any resources that can help you um, with your kids and having good care for them while you're busy working on your math and reading and getting that up.
Right. And do you know if there's any like government funded or any classes I can qualify for to help get extra tutoring with my math and my reading?
Yeah, there are resources online and also in person sometimes where you can get tutoring and some resources that can help you with studying to prepare for the math and reading placement tests. So if you want to, you could participate in a program in a community college, or maybe try to work on getting an associate's degree.
Right. And with all the requirements I do have to do to continue to qualify for my government assistance,
Yeah.
if I end up missing a few of those, what's going to end up happening? Is my entire government assistance going to be taken away, or is it going to be like a 3-strike rule, or is it something that we'd be able to work with and give some slack?
Yeah, I think we should be able to work little by little, helping you study for the math and reading one piece at a time, and then also with your employment, um, I would say maybe try if you can to save for a little bit, so that if you're unemployed when you're doing your schooling and preparing for your math and reading tests, that you're not out of money with the rent and stuff.
Right.
And also,
So,
oh, go ahead.
no, go ahead. No, you can
Oh,
go ahead.
okay. And also, if you find that you might get fewer hours at work, maybe also try to apply for 3 times a week, and any assistance you can, I'll refer you to that, and then I'll also keep in contact with them, refer you to them for help.
Right. I really appreciate everything you're doing for me. It genuinely means a lot, especially because I haven't had someone in my corner for so long, and having someone so compassionate and understanding like you always makes it so much better. I can't think of any questions I have. Do you have any more information for me that you think I could use or learn from?
I guess I could redirect you to some online resources, and I could work with a community college to help get you connected with those resources. And also, I'll try looking around for some financial resources, which I'm sure some of those are available. Like, for example, one of them is Trio, which helps disadvantaged individuals and low-income individuals get help for colleges, and really try to figure out what they want to do, especially since you want to grow and get a more stable employment later on.
Do you have any have any idea if getting Trio to help me will affect any of my income from the government?
Yeah, they'll help you if you go in and talk to them. You just provide your financial information to them, and they should be able to help you. They'll give you tons of information on financial aid, like scholarships or grants that you could get to help you pay for your education, because I know that you're experiencing some financial troubles.
Right. I can't think of anything else to say.
Okay, so is your home life come coming into conflict with your ability to attend your meetings, or
Oh yeah,
has
100%. Like I mentioned earlier, my roommate isn't the most dependable person.
Mm-hmm.
I know occasionally I have to skip a few meetings. I know it's not something I'm supposed to do, but it's something I have to do because either my kids, aren't getting their homework done because my roommate's not there, or I'll come home and I'll have money missing from a piggy bank I was saving up with, or just small things just gone. And it's not really easy to have a roommate you don't really trust and you can't depend on, especially when you're leaving them with your kids. It's something that really worries me, and more often than not at these meetings I tend to just worry about what's going on in my home versus what's going on in these meetings.
Yeah, so as a family, I think, and with your roommate, I think it would be also a good idea to set up a meeting with me, like a mediation meeting, where we work these issues out, get together with me, you, your roommate, potentially your kids, and also a case manager, so they can help us work this out and really understand each other and get that situation at home to become better.
Right. And what would that kind of meeting look like? Like, what would I expect?
We would just talk about what's going on, everybody's feelings, and get a perspective on what it is from everyone's point of view. Like, we would get to the bottom of why your roommate feels the need to steal from you, or maybe they're also having some financial problems where they can't make the rent to you on time.
Yeah, that happens very often. It
Hmm.
really puts me in a tough spot because, like, obviously I care about my roommate if I'm letting them live with me,
Yeah.
but it's one of those things where sometimes I have to choose between making the full rent and being able to afford something we need, like something
Yeah.
the kids need, like clothes or shoes or whatever it may be. Um, that's also something I was wondering. Is there any way I can also help my roommate get set up with this kind of assistance that I'm getting from you guys?
Yeah, for sure. And also, that if you guys ever need it, there is a food bank in town and other governmental resources available if you need help for paying for essential items like food and such, stuff like that.
That's very helpful information. I really appreciate, again, everything you're doing. It's again, super nice to have someone like you in my corner.
Yeah.
And I'm sure as a whole we're gonna really prosper from this. Um, I can't think of any more questions or anything I may be forgetting. Is there anything
Okay.
I've mentioned previously that comes to your mind?
No, but as we close up this meeting, I would try to remember maybe talk to your roommate, and also when I connect you with those educational resources, really make an effort to communicate with them, and also I guess try to prepare for your tests if you're wanting to do that still.
Right. Yeah, I'll be sure I keep in contact with them, and I'll 100% keep in contact with you every step of the way, just so we are keeping that open communication, because I know it's very important in situations like these. I would hate for me to make a mistake and to lose any of the help I'm getting.
Okay, and then our meeting for next week is already scheduled, and we'll follow up with how you're doing then, and if the situation with your roommate is still happening. We if you want, we'll schedule that mediation meeting.
Yeah, I really appreciate that, and I'm really looking forward to our next meeting.
All right, thank you.
Yes, of course.